Hello everyone, this is the first video in a series about Google Analytics 4. In this video we'll learn how to migrate your Analytics account to Google Analytics 4, how to find the installation instructions for your website, and how to add your tracking code to your GiveDirect fundraising forms. Google did a major change to its Analytics product that was launched in July 2023. The new version is called Google Analytics 4, or GA4 for short. If your website was already using Analytics, a new GA4 tracking ID for your website will be created for you in your existing account, but you'll need to update your website with the newer version of the Analytics tracking code. Likewise, you'll also need to add your new GA4 tracking code to any GiveDirect fundraising forms that you want to track in your Analytics dashboard. Let's learn how to do that. There are 3 steps to this process. Step 1 is find the new GA4 tracking ID. Step 2 is get the installation instructions for your website and install the new tracking ID. Step 3 is add the GA4 tracking code to your GiveDirect fundraising forms. I'll walk you through each of these steps. For our example, I'm using a website that was already using Analytics but has not updated its website to use GA4. Okay, I'm on the Google Analytics website. I've logged in to the account that belongs to the example website we're going to use, and you can see that the first thing we're shown is a warning that says you need to update to GA4. So let's click the red button that says Go to Setup Assistant. The next thing you'll see is that it's giving you a Setup Assistant. You can see the little red badge that says Not Connected, and that we're currently using the older Universal Analytics. So we're going to set up a Google Analytics 4 property. Click Get Started, and then click Create Property. Okay, so that was fast and easy. Now it says that we're connected and we want to go to the GA4 property. The next step that we want to complete is to start the data collection. You've got a couple of choices here. So come down to the section that says Start Data Collection. Hover over the arrow at the end of the section and click that. And you'll see that you've got a couple of choices. One says Import from Universal Analytics, and one says Manage Data Streams. I'll show you what this one says first, is Import from Universal Analytics. This is if you want to import all of your settings and keep using the same tags that are already on your existing website. You can do the import. It'll take a couple of days for that to be completed, and in a couple of days you can come back and you can check to see whether Google Analytics reports that it is getting the data from your website and adding it to your GA4 property page. Okay, let's close the data collection import screen, and we're back in the Setup Assistant page. Now let's click the Home icon to go to the Analytics dashboard. So far in this video, I've shown you an example of an account that needed to migrate from Universal Analytics to GA4. But some of you won't need to migrate. Maybe you are creating a brand new Google Analytics account, or maybe you've already completed your migration before watching this video. For those folks, when you log in to analytics.google.com, you'll see this home page instead of the Setup Assistant. And now we're ready for the next step, which applies to everyone. We're going to find the GA4 tracking ID and install it on our website. To do that, go to the bottom of the home page, click the gear icon for Admin. In the Admin menu under Property Settings, click Data Collection and Modification. Then click Data Streams. Google pulls information from your property into Analytics using something it calls a data stream. Data streams can be connected to a website or to an Android or iOS iPhone application. Most of you will only be working with a web data stream, and Google automatically creates a web data stream for you. We'll find the ID that we need to install on the website in the detail page for this data stream. So let's click this web data stream. So this number here that begins with G, this is the new GA4 tracking ID. The older numbers for Universal Analytics started with UA, and these start with G. So what I want to do now is I want to view the tag instructions because I want to get this tag installed on the website. So I'm going to click View Tag Instructions. And now we're taken to the installation instructions page. You have two choices on this page: install manually or install with a website builder. Now, most of you, I think, are going to be using a website builder. You're going to be using WordPress, Wix, maybe GoDaddy, something like that. So you'll click install with a website builder and then select the platform. And I'll just show you an example of what this looks like. Let's say that you're using the WordPress Site Kit plugin in order to manage your Google Analytics. It's going to show you all of the steps, step-by-step instructions for how to install the tracking ID on your website. Once the tracking ID is installed on the website and you've gone through the steps, at the bottom of this page, you'll have a way to test and verify that the website is now sending data to Google Analytics. I'll select another website builder. Let's say you've built your website with GoDaddy. It will give you instructions that are specific to GoDaddy, and it will tell you to start with copying this tag ID. And then you can see that the same test is at the bottom of that page. Now for the particular website that I'm working on, I'm going to install our tracking code manually. So for me, I'm going to just copy this whole JavaScript, and then I'm going to go to the website and I'm going to install it. You'll do whatever is right for your website. Once it's installed, you'll return back and you'll click test. You don't want to run the test immediately after you do the installation. It will take a couple of hours probably in order for analytics to be able to recognize that it's been installed on your website and for that data to start flowing. So if you try and run the test right after the installation, you'll probably see a message that says this website can't be verified. Give it a little bit more time. However, if you come back and it's been 24 hours and your website still says unverified, or we can't verify this website, that means that there's a problem. And you'll need to work with your web developer to identify what went wrong with that installation and to retry it. So the final step of installing the new GA4 tag on your website is to make sure that when you test it, you're getting a verification that it's been installed correctly, that Google Analytics can see it and is collecting data from it. Let's return after that point. Okay, we're back, and hopefully at this point you have installed the tracking ID on your website, and the last thing to do is just to click test. It's going to check it and say yes, we are receiving your traffic. So that's finished. You've installed the tracking code on your website. All right, we can close out of this, and the next thing we want to do is add that same tracking ID to our Give Direct fundraising forms. I need to copy that. You probably do too. So let's open up the web stream again, come down here to the measurement ID number and hover over the copy icon. Click that to copy it. And then you're going to want to open a new tab in your browser window and open up your Give Direct control panel and log into that. I've logged in using the account for the website I'm working on. And you're going to click Fundraising Forms under My Campaigns. This particular account has 4 fundraising forms, and I want to add the Google code to all of them. So I'll just start here with the general donation form, click Edit, scroll down the form builder page a little bit. Google Analytics is at the bottom of your list of sections. Click Google Analytics, and you can see that I have the older tracking code number in here. I'm just going to delete that. We no longer need this, and instead I'll paste in the new number and then click Save Changes. You can see that that's in the field now, so that's done. I'll click the back button to go back to my list of forms, and you can continue on to update the rest of those forms with that tracking ID number. So that's it. We've completed all the steps that we wanted for this video, found the GA4 tracking ID code, installed it on your website, and added it to your GiveDirect fundraising forms. Now there's one more step you need to do to be able to see your GiveDirect traffic in your analytics reports. The next video in this series will show you how to add cross-domain linking to your analytics and how to customize the reports to see the GiveDirect traffic. So I'll see you there.